Welcome back to another episode of You Gotta Think. I am your host. You feel me?
ARX on, baby.
Nubi and Queen.
And we are finally, once again, back from another hiatus with an episode of
You Gotta Think.
You gotta
think.
turn me up. It's getting crazy out here.
Man.
Yeah, dog. It's getting super crazy in the nation of America, wherever y'all watching it from. We got some stuff going on with our president. Rexon president is popping off with some people. Y'all heard about that?
Of course. Like, he ain't just popping off.
He's standing on business.
He's standing on business, though.
He ain't playing with
What
y'all.
got me confused, though, is like, everybody got nuclear weapons, right? At this point.
No.
Who doesn't?
Probably Africa. Like, there are a few nations who don't have nuclear weapons and don't want them.
Okay, so I'm saying the people that want them got them.
No.
I know China got them.
Right?
I know Russia got them.
Right?
So why the fuck Iran can't have them?
Because
They're not supposed to.
Why?
Y'all,
How can China have nuclear weapons? Russia have nuclear weapons. We have nuclear weapons, but Iran can't have nuclear weapons.
because America said so.
That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck we keep fucking with them?
Because we said so.
Because Iran and Pakistan and Iraq, are they all in the same area? They're not? So where is Iraq and where is Iran?
Iraq and Iran, are they in the same area?
Like
you
close
can
by each
say
other.
that, yes, but
I'm not saying the same people,
correct. Then
Yeah.
yes.
but that nationality, like that.
like in the Middle East area, like
Yeah.
in that.
Are they all Middle Eastern? Yes.
Yeah.
So why the fuck do we keep fucking with the Middle Eastern?
Well, because that's where a giant supply of our oil comes from, and we use oil for a lot of stuff.
And we want it.
And we also have not had good relations with them for over a few decades now. And they don't have good relations with each other. And America tries to regulate other people's issues a
That
lot.
is the craziest thing to me. Like, that's literally me coming to your house while you arguing with your mama or whoever. And I'm like, nah, hey, I'm finna stop all this.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you don't get the fuck out of my crib, bro, what you mean?
But, I mean, it also does take a village because on that same scenario, if you see a 6-foot dude beating up a 4-foot girl in their house, don't you
Yeah.
think somebody should step in?
Nah, because you never know.
You don't know, but should she be getting beat up though? Whatever they going through?
No?
So she can't do nothing. She 4 foot.
So, I get what you're saying, but would we know that she was getting beat up if we went in their house uninvited?
Yeah, because they keep their windows open and they do it in the front yard.
And she our friend.
Like-
But we not friends with Israel, though.
Yeah,
we-
I mean, not
Israel is
Iran. Iran.
Israel is our ally, and that's
Israel,
where it
but I'm saying
started.
Iran is not.
Iran is beating up on our homegirl.
So Israel calling for our help. Bro, in comparison to size, Israel is so small compared to Iran.
Exactly.
That
But
is
they
insane.
was the same size until I think Iran took their land and kicked them out.
Yeah.
Or Israel took their land and kicked them out. Somebody took somebody's land, kicked them out, and they mad. Somebody took somebody's land. I don't know which one was whose, but I think I might be thinking of Palestine. I'm positive I'm thinking of Palestine. Disregard that.
So we
think
dropped
so.
we dropped the bunker buster. Is that what it's called?
Trump did, yes.
Yeah.
No, we did.
Trump, I did. Where was I?
I was at home.
We Americans.
I was on TikTok.
Americans dropped a bomb
Trump.
on Iran.
One American.
All of us
Where was I in all this?
watching
I-
it. Repping USA.
I was practicing my Chinese.
Where it though? What you saying? You ain't going nowhere.
Like,
Can't let you.
yeah,
My thing is like, I don't know. I just wish we'd mind our own business because we always find out that it's always more than what they saying. We going to war with this country because they doing this. whole time we wanted something from them.
Well, the good news is so far, this was not an act of war. It was a military strike, but it's not an act of war.
So I seen a post that said that they were planning on taking legal actions.
I saw that too, and
What
I
does
can't.
that mean?
I saw that too, and I can't find a reliable source
Okay,
that
so-
Legal
reposted it.
actions would be taken.
Like, what's legal actions to war?
I don't know, going to the UN and getting sanctioned or something. I don't know, but
Well, there is that.
I don't. I haven't found anything to back that up to whoever posted that.
Okay, so it's probably fake news.
So also, a PSA: be warned. We are not journalists or reporters, and there's a whole lot of misinformation that's being spread around, and we are just digesting what we've seen.
Yeah.
So we are not a reliable news source by any means.
At all.
And please source any kind of fact sheet, not just from us, anywhere. Please source everything that y'all see.
Yes.
Because it's so much propaganda being spread, not only by our government, but just by the
Y'all.
citizens of the government too.
Y'all, us.
I mean, if you have anything to add that we may have gotten wrong, go ahead and drop it in the comments.
Because we need to know as much as everybody else.
Like,
Just
we real deal reach out to y'all through this podcast and try to figure out what's going on.
Just
we don't trust social. You can't trust. It used to be a time when you could kind of trust social media over Fox News and all the big news channels.
It used to be a time when people posted memes, they were quotes on top of pictures of people who actually said them.
Exactly.
Now it's just
That's when memes started. They were actual quotes people said. And then they started posting funny shit and putting it over people who didn't say it. Now memes there are no facts when it comes to memes.
and now you got AI in
Like
the mix because it
Shamar.
looks realistic. So
Y'all had me thinking Shamar was his name Shamar, right?
Yeah,
Y'all had me thinking this man was really real deal representing us.
that was fake.
Yeah, it was, but it was so at the time. It wasn't funny because I'm like, absolutely not. But now that I know it's fake, that shit hilarious. That shit is hilarious.
It's-
Because out of all the people, why they pay attention to dude? Because he was talking shit. Like,
They don't even know who Shamar is.
that's what I'm saying. But that shit went viral.
It does. A lot of jokes go viral, just like we talked about with Sean Combs. A lot of stuff is going viral.
yes.
But y'all have to find the right sources and read for yourselves. And stop
Please.
spreading propaganda, even if it's jokes. Like, jokes can be jokes, but ain't nobody putting at the top, this is satire, this is a joke.
No cap.
People just posting and ghosting. And that's dangerous.
And
It
watching
is.
watching it build. Trying to get a reaction, trying to get views and clicks and likes.
Now y'all affecting people
y'all
out here,
clout
man.
chasing.
Y'all affecting the country. Like, y'all the real deal breaking us, turning this shit into chaos. Like, the government don't even we don't need help from the government and dividing us because we already doing this shit about shit like that. Like,
Y'all keep on talking about the CIA has got his feet up, man. They ain't did shit.
They letting y'all take over and y'all
We doing it. Like, bro, this is us.
because if you go to whoever reposted the meme, like I had one of my homegirls had posted a meme about how everybody, this is before everything got popping up, but other countries was ready to go to war. You know, I was like, bro, didn't nobody say that? But they was already just sharing like what I tell you.
Literally, didn't nobody
Yeah.
say that.
Did nobody say they was ready to go to war?
That's another thing. People are saying World War III, World War III.
Y'all
You have to
really
look
need
into
to
the aspects of it. The allies and enemies of this entire world are so jumbled up right now between America and Iran. Like, Russia is an ally, China is not, but China is cool with Russia, and North Korea is not an ally, but it may be an ally to somebody else. There are too many moving parts that these people are going to have to pick sides.
Yeah.
And relationships will be broken to the point where there might not be a world war, well, there still might be a war. So it's a lot that still needs to unfold. And moral of the story, propaganda needs to stop.
Yeah.
Facts. Y'all
Because-
creating fear.
So
Fear mongering.
Yes.
The fear mongering needs to stop.
So when I didn't hear it at all, but when Donald Trump dropped the bunker buster, did he kill somebody?
No. Nobody was harmed in the missile strike.
That's crazy.
They weren't there. Like, it was a strategic military strike that didn't harm anybody.
It was just meant to get rid of those.
Get rid of the possibility of them having nuclear weapons, which Trump said that you cannot do, which is probably sanctioned by the UN or whoever
It
they report
is.
to, that they cannot have nuclear weapons.
It was an agreement made back when, what was it, World War II, when we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There was an agreement after that. Basically, we're not going to do that again. Everybody came to an agreement. That was catastrophic.
And so
We're going
Iran,
to stay away from the nukes.
Iran was part of that because Japan is the one who dropped Hiroshima. Now I don't know if Japan still got them, but they no. Did we drop Hiroshima and they did Pearl Harbor?
They did Pearl Harbor.
We
We
dropped in
retaliated.
Hiroshima
Yes, we did
twice.
that. Yes.
Twice. So that's when they was like,
That's, yeah, they realized that was
that's not
very
funny. I
catastrophic.
love Japan. Shout out to Japan.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
please.
I love anime, but
Love the culture. Love you guys.
So-
with 2 bombs was crazy. I'll say it
nuclear
for you.
bombs?
Yes. They
Yeah.
dropped twice.
It was the nuclear race, and
This-
then we were the first ones to.
This was one of them situations
ahead
where
and-
they wanted to end it. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't gonna be no war. It was just gonna stop. So that's when they talked about the second son. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit him twice. It was crazy.
What was this?
1940, 20, 1910
During
or
World
something.
War II.
What she said.
Damn.
World War II. I thought World War II was Hitler.
Yeah.
That was included in it.
Damn.
But I don't know. Cause I don't think us and Japan went to war because we dropped on Hiroshima. And they said we straight. They surrendered immediately. And that's when people was like, oh, nukes is not nothing to play with.
Yeah, that was the attack on Pearl Harbor was the moment our entry into World War II. Because Japan was a ally during that time, I think with Russia, from what I'm hearing. And then so when they did that, then we officially entered into the war.
It
And
dropped-
then that's where
It dropped on Hiroshima as soon as we got in the door.
That's wild.
That's why we ain't been in
They
a
done
war
let the
like
GDs in
that.
the door.
Yeah.
But we dropped on Hiroshima immediately.
Yeah, prior to that, a lot of us were reluctant to enter the war. But then when that happened,
Again.
when they attacked Pearl Harbor, we were like, okay, bet.
And you dropped 2 nukes and Japan immediately stopped. It's a video on that I want y'all to see if y'all ain't seen it already. But I'm going to show y'all after.
That's wild.
But I did also see a video on Instagram of somebody saying that this is literally step by step what we did 20 years ago. I don't know the name of the creator. I'll tag them in the video. But Trump dropped missiles under the threat of them having nuclear weapons and trying to stop them. Bush dropped bombs in Iraq under the threat of Iraq having weapons of mass destruction. And then we invaded them, and then we started a war that lasted a decade long. And this is pretty much almost bar for bar near the same thing that happened 20 some odd years ago. So I saw creators state that, and I remember it enough, but I didn't back up any specific research, look up any specific research. But if what he says is accurate as he makes it seem, then we're pretty much in the same loop that we were in. And then it's going to be a Democratic president that'll get us out of it, because the whole thing will just be bring the troops home
Oh, God.
in 8 years. And then 30 years from now, we'll do it again.
So what lesson do we need to learn?
Leave people alone.
We keep on repeating history. That was the whole point of history class, was not to repeat that shit.
I mean, I feel like history is always going to repeat itself. I mean, if you look at it, every civilization goes through this. It's just the evolution of it.
We don't
Roman
have
Empire
to,
with their
though.
thing, 100 Years War during that time, and then World War One, World War Two. We don't have to, but
That's the whole thing. Like, bro, we don't have to.
But do you think in human society, a peaceful utopia is actually possible?
Yeah.
I don't think Earth was designed for that, to be completely peace. I feel like Earth is meant to be a place where we learn different lessons, and this is just where people learn those different lessons. different events in history cause you to need to reevaluate where you are specifically. I mean, the collective has their own lessons, but you individually have your own as well.
I don't think a society of peace can exist in a society of free will, and that's how dictators are born. As long as we got free will, we will not have peace.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think man was meant to dominate over man.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Felice Johnson would disagree.
the MP did it. But I'm saying
I'm just
like
saying.
I think we need more than humans ruling. Or we need more than the blind leading the blind. Like I think I feel like it's a greater power out there with a
So we need aliens to come in and
or
take over.
aliens,
Or
God,
the apes.
whoever. I don't think humans are the main story. I think we part of somebody else's story.
I think it's the trees.
The trees, that'd be wild. It's a video of a
Well,
woman talking to a tree. She got her hands in the same spot, and she basically telling the tree to come here. And
That's
then-
assault.
You saw it?
That's assault.
Oh,
wait.
That's
Anyway,
assault.
so-
Somebody can't just
By
come
the
up to
tree
you
or
and be
the-
like,
she not touching.
"Come here." That's still assault.
So she like
That's
she
assault.
got her hands out and whatnot, and she basically telling the tree to come, and it like it inched over there.
I saw that.
You seen that?
I did.
Like that was wild. Like I can't remember what the caption was saying. I think it said you could talk to trees or something like that.
Yeah, because it's a living
But
being.
that was insane. That was crazy.
It's living. It just because it can't talk, walk, or move like us doesn't mean it's not alive. It does, and it has a consciousness. It has a frequency to it.
And so I feel like, and that's what I mean. Like you got a tree doing that. A human nature is to tear down this so we can build a mall. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like humans with that mindset, with that not capable of looking at everything like it's a worthy of a human level, or however you want to say it. But like somebody just can't think like that. Like, okay, this is a living thing. This is a living thing. This tree, this piece of grass is a living thing. I can't just destroy it so I can make money. I don't think humans. I know humans don't have that mindset. So therefore, I feel like we can't dominate over each other and have a peaceful utopia.
I think humans can. It's just that there are so many different mindsets because you do have people that do think like that. This is a living thing. I'm going to honor and take care of the plants, the animals, this and the others, where you have those that are more selfish that are like, okay, I'm just going to destroy everything.
Yeah.
But there's so many different mindsets and there's free will in it as well.
That's why I say humans
So,
ain't meant to rule over others, because you got this one dude, he in charge, right? Boom, he at top. He think like that. He's a person that says, hey, that tree's living. Don't break that tree. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't kill that fly. Let that fly out the window. What about his foot soldiers? Are they gonna be on the same page as him?
Well, if they
What
under
about
him,
the
then
people under
yes.
them that's in charge?
If they're under him, then yes.
Nah, it don't work like that.
But then here comes somebody else that says they got all that good looking fruit over there, and all we got is these skinny ass cows. And feel like they don't kill flies. All they do is hug trees. I bet we could go and take their land because they not nutrition. They don't have nutrients in them, and they not gonna fight back. So we're gonna go take their land, cut their grass because it's too high, because we don't like snakes, and we gonna have their fruit.
That's wild.
And that's how we start wars.
Yeah, and that's
So
and that's what I'm saying. Humans,
So, like I said,
Humans
there will
can't
be no
rule.
peaceful utopia if you have free will.
so if you don't have free will you be able to enjoy life without free will?
Most of them won't know.
So like that's the whole point of the free will, is being free. Because that's what we talk about getting all the time. Like we talk about financial freedom. We want to get to this certain level so we can be free from the system. We want to break free from the matrix. Free will is happiness.
Freedom is happiness. I've said that for many years.
Like, because if
Money
you're a
doesn't buy
robot,
happiness. Freedom does.
yeah, it'll be peaceful, but would you know peace?
No,
Would you
you'd
really
have
know
no.
peace? You wouldn't have a choice, but you wouldn't know there's an
Your
opposite side.
your whole life would be dedicated to serving commands. There is
Exactly.
no opinion.
Exactly. So what would be the point of us living at that point?
So that's why we're gifted free will, depending on who you subscribe to. That's why we were gifted free will to make the choice.
Because
Yeah.
like
But the
now,
consequence of that is the
yeah.
place where we live.
But now, like, okay, now if we make it to a utopia in this lifespan, we will be able to uh, appreciate it more.
Is that the goal? To create a perfect utopia?
I don't think it is for man, no. Because I believe in God. So I don't think that's man's. I feel like the man that's running the world right now, they addicted to power, money. They addicted to the fleshly needs. You know, everything to please the flesh. Money, power, sex,
The living of this world.
the worldly goals.
And that's the thing that makes it hard for me to believe in any form of a peaceful utopia or one where all your dreams are desired because there are so many different dreams in the world. I don't know how they can all be answered in the same place under the same rule. That's what makes that idea so hard for me to believe. And
That you
I've
can
been,
live in peace?
no, I'm talking about the idea of heaven
Mm-hmm.
in like the most traditional sense you could put it in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go to heaven and everybody is wearing the same thing. You have all your heart's desires. You don't worry for anything. You're not sick from anything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is just absolutely perfect. Well, after living your life here in free will, the only way for that to work is if you're robbed of your free will and consciousness after you get to heaven. Because what happens to the people whose specific idea of what their perfect life is
Mm-hmm.
contrasts with the next person.
So I got a different point of view on all that.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about that lately also.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of, like, I've been looking at the Bible and I've been seeing it differently. The idea of a new heaven and new earth and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I see it as a state of frequency. You know, everybody talks about manifesting the life that you want and tapping into and calling into exactly whatever it is you want in life. You
Yeah.
know, financial freedom, love, adventure, all that other good
Wealth,
stuff,
health.
whatever, health, all that. So when it comes to stuff like this, it's meant to create fear. It's meant to put you in that state of survival. So instead of being fearful of it all, instead of feeling like this is something you're going to need to survive, switch your tune into a different type of frequency is what I say. Like tuning into a radio. Can't do it right now because, like, you know, radios are different. But like how back in the day where when you're listening to a song and you got to adjust that tuner to hear it a little bit more clearly
Right.
and it sounds better.
Right.
But before it's kind of statically, everything is kind of, can't really hear it right.
Yeah.
Well, applying that to life and manifesting and tuning into what you want. Right now, things are going bad. Life is hard, whatever. Adjust how you're seeing things. Things are a little rocky externally, but internally, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm at peace. So you tune into that frequency of peace. The more you sit into that state of mind, universe, God, whatever you believe in, will reflect that in your reality. Part of manifesting. So the more you sit in that, the more your life reflects that. And while everything is chaotic, kind of how like you see with some people, so much stuff is going on in life, but they're still able to go out, they're shopping, they're enjoying life, they're traveling, they're still doing all this stuff. And it's like, how can you do all of that with all this shit going on? but it's like they're tuned into
A different frequency.
a different frequency. They're in that their reality is true. They're tapped into that. They are living a new heaven and earth, or they're living into that reality where things are good, things are peaceful, because that's the reality that they're tuned into. It's simultaneous good and bad, but it depends on which one you're focused on.
Okay.
So, to what I just heard you describe was people will filter out the things that do not serve them and place themselves into a bubble of what basically promotes positive thinking and positive movement throughout their life, as opposed to intaking everything that's happening in the world,
Yeah.
which to some people would be called forcing themselves into a state of delusion in order to cope.
But it's not delusion. I mean, if the reality is still good, I mean, they're still they're still taken care of. They still, if they're believing in a higher power, that universe, that God is taking care of them. It's placing things in their path where they're given opportunities to not be as affected of it. So they're not delusional. They are actually living a good life, but because they're tuned into that frequency, they're able to receive that. They're open, they're receptive to it.
Okay.
I mean, but would not ignoring reality also be considered, in a way, a sort of state of delusion? Not without, but delusion without the negative connotation
what is
of
reality, though? Reality
Exactly.
is everyone's perception.
it. Reality is
So
And it's
everybody's
not that they're ignoring it. They
perception.
understand
No,
that
no,
there
no.
is a war,
no,
but
but it's kind of like, okay, so cool. Reality is that there could be a war.
okay.
A perception of it, or not even a perception of it, it will just be filtering through that and then not giving that your energy or acknowledgement. So
Exactly.
that would be just ignoring reality. Reality is fact of what's happening. Like gravity is reality. Okay, you can imagine that if I really put my mind to it, I can fly, but it hasn't been proven yet. That's delusion. But who says delusion has to have such a negative connotation? Who's to say that it's not positive for you to cope in a world that is toxic by nature, that is inherently designed to kill you? Everything that is of necessity to continue in this life is still designed to kill you if it's had in too much abundance.
I feel you, but I think it's just the word delusional.
Yeah, it has a negative
It-
connotation
yeah,
to it.
yeah. There's
But
so much negativity
who's to
around
say
word.
that that's not what you need to cope? I mean,
'Cause I-
you might need a sense of, like, some people with optimism and pessimism. Like, some people say you're too optimistic, too pessimistic. But if you're just seeking reality, no one wants their dreams killed. Every time they say, well, I'm going to get married, I'm going to be famous.
And to like dumb it down like a lot, like Adam Sandler was talking about that. Like he said that to make it in what he does, like you have to have like a certain amount of delusion, because like
You have to.
you have like you gotta see yourself. He said his first set, like he bombed that shit, but in his mind he was like, "Oh, I'm killing that shit."
You have
He
to.
was like, "Bro," but I look into the crowd, when nobody laughing, they were just looking at me. But I put it in my head like, "Bro, you killed it. You killed it. Keep going." So I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but the
Okay, I can see
delusional
that.
just sound
It sounds
does.
bad. Like, it
It
sounds
does.
bad, but who's to say that that's not what you need in order to get to the next step of your life?
You got to be a little delusional.
You
What they
need-
say, Delulu is the Salulu.
No count.
It could be, because sometimes you may need to ignore reality, because the reality is there are so many people doing the status quo. If you're trying to go above the status quo, you can't look to everybody else who is a
Okay.
part of it.
Yeah.
You can't surround yourself with them. You can't be friends with them on Facebook. Like,
Can't do the same thing, expect different results. That's the mind of insanity.
Mm.
now that right there is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what everybody else doing and thinking you're gonna do it differently.
So for the collective, for everybody watching this, all this World War III talk, let's be a little Delulu.
No count.
It ain't gonna be no World War III. We gonna be fine.
Well, I keep telling myself.
I honestly don't think it could be, because at least not yet. Because right now they just talking. It don't sound like it, but they are just talking. And I
Yeah.
haven't seen any other leaders comment on it, which is a little troubling because they usually do. But no
Right.
other world leaders have commented on it yet. So at the time of this recording,
What if they're like, bro, I don't feel like getting in this shit.
because
Like
that
what
probably
Donald-
is how they feel.
That's what he said. What? Not today.
Yeah.
World War III. No, not feeling it.
Not feeling it. Like, bro, we just had Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Bruh,
I'm
We
straight.
chilling on it.
we
Like-
had so much. Like, bro, we still
Like we got so much stuff going on here.
still
We
dealing with
good.
COVID apparently.
Like my sister always say, if we gonna make something up, why not make up the positive?
No cap.
Man.
If we gonna make it up
Hey.
anyway, why not make up something that we want to hear? I don't think they gonna have a war. Matter of fact, they gonna give us $5,000
Hey, there
just
we
for work
go.
for stress and damages.
Bring it.
That's what I'm saying.
But when it comes to social media, like the people that create their fake narratives know that positivity don't travel.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
as
it's
fast
by
as
design.
negativity. And that's dangerous because they need to understand like social media is our reality now. Like, so they are shaping our reality. Because some people ain't like us that see something and be like, let me see if that's AI. Let me check them fingers. I sent my daddy on my flow trip. I thought I put an AI picture in there of me getting arrested.
Yeah.
Dude called me like, hey man, what happened? I'm like, what you mean what happened? He was like, man, that flow trip looked fun, but what happened with you and the police? I'm like, damn, Daddy, you getting old. Getting old, man. He's like, what? I'm like, Daddy, that was AI. He's like, bro, that looked so real.
That's
That's
insane.
crazy.
You going to hell for that?
No
That is
doubt.
crazy.
It's like, that's our reality. Like, it's a metaverse, the metaverse, virtual reality and whatnot, but like, we so in tune with that behind the screen, like, that's starting to become our reality. That's where we get our news from. That's where we learning new stuff. So, with all this fake negativity going on,
It's scary.
it's gonna mess us up. That's why I
Discernment, man.
take float trips where don't nobody phone work and we look at nature and look at stuff, green stuff, like no buildings, no.
You
know
gotta
what I'm
tap out of
You
it
gotta tap out.
sometimes.
You like, oh, this was really going on. Like, this was going on. This was important.
And that's why I say pair up with somebody and delete social media.
And y'all be delusional together.
Be delusional together in your house, off
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet.
Like,
Hey, if you trying to pair up, get some green paint and call me.
green paint. Y'all don't need buckets.
I'll pay for it. Bro, I know what I like.
Who paint? You paint yourself too?
If I have to.
Well,
If I have to. Knowing me and my perception of reality, she not gonna care if I'm painted or not. Cause this was a me thing to begin with. Long as I buy the paint and cook, I should be fine.
Nah, you gotta paint that.
well.
I asked for it.
That's funny. No cap in your reality.
In my reality.
Someone ready to get painted and not paint you. I feel I feel it.
I don't think I'm asking for a lot. You leave it in the comments if you think I'm asking for a lot here. 'Cause I don't. Some people like body paint. Actually, they just need an excuse.
I think me and my wife gonna do that one day. But we're gonna
Oh,
but
hey,
we gonna
look
get
at
that glow in
you.
the dark paint.
About time.
Love to see it.
Bro, okay. I'm happy for y'all, man.
Yeah, we're gonna turn up. I
Yay.
got it
Hell
for
yeah.
Antoine.
Hell yeah.
But we're gonna do like an African.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
African.
Okay. I might add that to the list.
Shout out wifey. But yeah, I don't know. As far as World War III,
Hard pass.
my homeboy Jay said some real shit. I talked to him yesterday. He in the military. And basically he was like, bro, there's been so many pump fakes on it that eventually somebody gonna shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually somebody gonna shoot the ball. Like that's the whole point of a pump fake. It's like we're gonna do it when we not ready for the shit. And we'll never know until we know. And if you look at, according to the Bible people, we call it Bible people, but that's Donald Trump supposed to be the one that triggers Armageddon.
I've been looking into that too. I don't even think there's gonna be like a true Armageddon.
I think it
Probably
is.
not.
I think it is, and it's
I'm,
gonna be
I'm
a
torn
massive
between the two.
war. It's you know how they say art imitates life.
Yeah.
It's been so many dystopian, post-apocalyptic realities
Yeah.
depicted. I think it's only bound to happen eventually, where it's gonna be a post-nuclear warred world. Anybody else seen the end of Attack on Titan? That
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be that for
Yeah.
sure. But it's just gonna be hopefully after my generation passes, the future generation passes. I mean, hopefully, but like
I feel
people
like
don't. It's gonna happen eventually. You don't just sit there, buy a gun, and not shoot it your entire life
Okay.
and die. You gonna want to bust it probably on your deathbed when you know you finna die. Then you go outside, just shoot that bitch with the air, and just Swiss cheese the whole neighborhood. You finna die, so you don't care no more. And so then that's when everybody try to Swiss cheese you, and it's crazy.
I feel like those images are also meant to create fear.
First it was entertainment, but then
I mean, like the way I see it, like I said, I see the Bible through a different set of eyes.
Yeah.
So I see it as like an earth map. It is Jesus's teaching. It is to teach us how to navigate this earthly realm. And I don't think there is one set end of days. I think that what it talks about is the different cycles that we go through. There's always a split in how time changes. So, like, every generation, everyone has had their version of, oh my God, this is where things end. Like with World War II,
oh
going back
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah, 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 for
they
sure.
probably felt like Hitler was the Antichrist
They
because of
thought
how
it.
shit was popping off. And now we feel like Donald Trump is. And taking that into consideration, it's kind of like a timeline split.
Yeah.
So right now, this is like one of those. And those images where they're depicting of apocalypse, things are going to end, is meant to create fear. So when it comes to the different timelines, like I said, it's the frequency you tune into. So if you're absorbing that fear, that survival instinct, you're going to live in that timeline where things are survivalistic. That's what you're going to be in. Whereas if you're living in peace, that is the timeline you're going to enter into. Kind of like how we see little things with the Mandela Effect,
Yeah.
where we notice where little things have changed. That's like a indication that a timeline has shifted.
Right.
So you take into the teachings of Jesus, Christ consciousness, where it's living peace, being honorable, all that other good stuff, and you embody that. That is the timeline you shift into. So it's not Armageddon, it's just a timeline shift. That's just how I see it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't.
So how well can you see without your glasses?
What you mean?
Like how well are you able to still see? Because I've seen you see without them. How well can you see without them?
I take my glasses off and I can see you,
Okay.
but it's a little blurry.
So it just went down to 1080p.
Yeah.
And so with your glasses on, it's in 4K.
Yeah.
Okay. So if something is all the way down the road, a block away down the road, how well can you see it?
It's a little blurry.
If two people was fighting down the road, would you think like they was just playing tag?
No.
Or like would you know that they was like, oh, that's violence over there, I can see that?
I know it's violence.
Okay.
So where we headed?
So
I don't know. I just really wanted to know.
Oh.
Like sometimes you got the glasses, sometimes you don't. I don't know. I'll just be like,
oh yeah, you so
I wish I had
you
glasses
sure don't
sometimes.
be wearing them sometimes. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's because I lose them.
It sound like my
That's
wife.
what it is.
Yeah. I've just found these the other
See,
day.
that's what that there
That's
we
why I'm
go.
wearing them.
That's a confession.
Yeah.
So I
That's
got,
a,
I got a legit question though. So like,
Uh-huh.
as far as the timeline switches you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
now with like the Bearsteins and the Fruit Loom and all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what would it? How big of a timeline jump is? What would cause a timeline jump? That's significant.
So it's like the collective
to
consciousness.
be like, okay, this is the big one. Because right now, when it comes to like the timeline jumps, we pick out minor things. So
As far as we know.
yeah, as far as we know, but I'm saying, what would make us? I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to ask this.
What would make you notice it?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Your frame of mind. Some people don't even notice that they've switched into that timeline. It depends on where you are.
I hadn't heard the timeline theory a few times, and I haven't heard it as far as like comparing it to Armageddon. But that's definitely interesting. No count. Like,
So are we talking like a multiverse kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, a
switch
lot of
consciousness through yourself in the multiverse.
that's what they mean. Like when you're manifesting, you're switching timelines. If you've ever seen, what's that one movie? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
my
Kind of
God, I
like
love
that.
movie.
Yeah, that's
I mean, if you feel
That's
like there's
dangerous.
truth into the whole
that's how
Armageddon type movies, then you would have to see that there may be some truth into that as well. So
Well,
if you take that into truth, and then along with Spider-Man and their theories of the multiverse and any other movies about that, then you would have to think that, well, maybe there is multiple dimensions, and whichever one that you're tapped into, or which frequency that you're on, is the one that you're going to live.
when I think about that, it gets scary because I'm like, that's how crimes of passion happen.
What?
What?
Somebody tapped into a timeline where they supposed to be with me, and they not, and they not tapped in that
How
timeline,
you gonna know?
bro. Because the most people, they just know when they
Dude will come
know.
back with a red shirt. Like, hold on. Did you have a white shirt when you walked to the bar?
That's what I'm saying. And then that's how
Like that Black Mirror episode.
that's how shit happens. Somebody got to be convinced that nah, this ain't right.
Like that Black Mirror episode, the most recent one, where she had the little button
Yeah.
where she could switch how everything looked, even just something minor.
And
Made it feel like a Mandela effect. Huh?
How did that episode end?
Dude end up being a queen.
Yeah.
Murder. Murder.
Didn't happen. She was a queen of Mars the whole time, or whatever she was queen.
Killing somebody and changing timelines doesn't mean that you didn't kill
didn't
somebody.
happen.
Well, it's not as simple as that or crazy
Right.
as that.
These
It didn't
people.
happen because he changed the reality of it.
But
So
We over here mad at Diddy, but y'all excusing murder.
he ain't got no time button machine or no reality switching machine.
yeah.
If he had a time machine, the rape still happened. It's not okay.
We wouldn't know it happened because it never happened.
Because we didn't know does not make it okay.
You wouldn't know, so you wouldn't be mad to not be able to know.
I'm gonna be mad if it happens.
You wouldn't know it happened.
Whether I know it or not, it shouldn't happen.
But you wouldn't know because it's not happening.
Beating up your girl
Didn't happen.
and not telling nobody
Didn't happen.
is not okay for you to beat your girl.
It didn't happen.
It did happen. You just
Not
didn't
in that
tell nobody.
timeline.
That's timeline, so it didn't.
He went to a
happen
timeline
for
where it
you.
didn't happen.
It didn't happen for you to be mad that it happened because it never happened.
I'm mad at each and every one of y'all that's doing shit that I don't know about. I'm mad at all y'all because y'all should have told me.
What we gonna tell you? Something.
Why? Because then it's going to end up happening this time. Like the whole point of it not happening, them coming to this timeline is to avoid that.
They coming to escape what they did.